So we are back. I did remove bottom screws, and guys, be prepared, be prepared. I will remove the cover and you will see the awesome electronics inside this thing. Look at this. Yes. So I will just cut this and unplug this. So here you have a gigantic transformer that powers the thing. You can see the mains wire goes directly into the transformer. I am pretty sure there is no thermal protection or anything in this thing. The cover in the crappiest possible quality of plastic. No molding thing with date, manufacturing date or anything. And guys, here is the stuff. Yes, yes, yes. You can see it is a complete mess. You have some old glue everywhere. You have a big bulge area here. I will zoom on it later. You have parts in all directions. They seems to be inserted. You look at all these small resistors. I will zoom them also. And you have wires everywhere. This one is damaged here. It is pinched or burned maybe. I do not know. I saw what is going on here. You have a solder blob onto this connector. And yes. You have big speakers here with some foam around, not sure why, for dampening the low frequencies maybe. So the front plate is coming right off like this. So I will start unplugging all the crap. And so we will just have a look to the first PCB. There is another one for the CD player. Here we are. I will cut this antenna. I do not need this. I wonder where all these wires go. It must be for the buttons. Here you have the flat cable for the display. I'll just cut it right away. Don't need it. It is all crap. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, so you have here you add the front plate here. As you can see, it is the highest possible quality of plastic. You have this LED display may be possible to retrieve maybe and reuse. Two LEDs here on the front the clock display. You can see how crappy it is. I do not need tools for ripping it away. It is really very bad. Then here I will try to remove quickly this PCB. I have one screw here, so these are very bad screws also. Of course, do not expect anything here. You have one circuit here, LM6560. It is probably the clock controller. Okay, you have here the ribbon cable for the CD drive, I assume. Crap. Yes, it is coming right away. So you have the big plastic shaft here for the variable capacitor for the tuning. You have a AM antenna here. The is it stereo potentiometer? So the solder, there is a bad solder here. There is almost no solder on this joint. This is not good also. A big blob of solder over here. Lift track here, PCB track. Yes, very interesting. So in fact it could have been worse. Look at this here. We have a capacitor which is bent over and almost touching the other solder pad. You have here, it must be the CD controller circuit. Yes, but HW Cat brand. The numbers are very small. Here we have, so where is the amplifier? This thing, by the way, I do not see the amplifier. Maybe it is a T-amp, maybe it is this one. Okay, so I think the CD drive is the best thing in the thing because it is not they did buy a part from someone else. And here at the top you have the PCBs with the buttons. So I will remove all this and we will have a zoom onto the PCBs. So I'm back. I did take apart all the stuff. So first thing here in the back cover, it seems the plastic did melt at some point where the transformer secondary wires were. So as I said previously, this thing was not far from taking fire, it seems. I do not know if the wires did hit or something like this, and did melt the plastic. It is quite weird. The transformer, it seems it was hammered at some point. It is, they have dings in it. There's dings. You have here a model number. It's necessary to Google it. I believe you will find nothing. And so you can see the mains wire going directly in it. I will dismantle it in order to check if there is a thermal protection. Maybe yes. It seems there is something in here. At least they did put ferrite onto the secondary wires. Okay, this is crap. Then we cover crap also. So I think the best thing is the CD mechanism. It seems quite a regular one, but there is no brand on it. It is a very generic one. Mabuchi Motors, by the way. Then here you have the PCBs for the buttons. They had some foam parts. So it is interesting because there are things written on it. It is written here the model of the PCB thickness. I'm not sure why it is necessary to know the PCB thickness. Version 1.1. You can see here the resistors in odd shapes. I will probably desolder some of these resistors and check the accuracy. On the rear side here you can see the very nice soldering job. Some of the solder pads are almost not soldered. This one here is loose. So it is not a big issue because they are in a parallel anyway, but here, look at this here. The holes for the button are just at the edge of the PCB. Not good. So first one. Second one here with the flat wires. They were the on-off switch on the clock mode switch. So you can see the soldering work is not better here. They did not solder the bracket of the buttons, so it could be an issue. It could damage the solders, but anyway, the live time of this thing. Well, the snooze buttons here. They did put 2 buttons in parallel. Same thing here. Snooze button, PCB thickness. I did check the accuracy. It is really 1.6 millimeters. So this one here, you have a panelizing part of the PCB which was not broken off. Just buttons here, same thing. This is the AM FM switch. You can see here also a very nice soldering job. Really piece of crap. Then I will do it later. Here the main PCB, you can see bulk wires. So the cap I was talking about, look at this, it is almost touching the solder pad here. Yes, the solder work is bad all the way. Look at this, at the parts here are not soldered. And the big bulge area, where is it? Here, you can see you have one transistor with one resistor over it, one capacitor, one diode here, everything soldered together with big solder blobs. Here you have FMC capacitor with some poop holding it. Some very small inductors here for the audio jack. You can see the parts are in all directions. They did put some glue at some point to hold them together. And look at this here. These 2 straps are almost touching. There is really not a big, maybe half a millimeter between them. All glue everywhere, of course, to hold the sockets in place. Here also all glue. You can see they did not bother to apply correctly the parts. They were dropped in the holes and soldered in place. I believe it is on drop. It must be on drop. That was no way. You have here a mess of inductors, and it is quite weird because this one, in fact, no. Maybe I was thinking it was just connected at one side. You can see a big solder blob here. The AM antenna, which is just held in place with some oil glue. Tuning capacitor. It's a big mess of parts here. It is really very bad, yes. So the amp must be this thing here. I will try to read the numbers for you. Oh yes, iCat. Yes, I believe it is a T-amp. Or maybe no. So you must have a CD controller. It must be this one. Okay. It is really very bad. Look at this junk. A good part maybe this, the battery clip. So last part, I did remove LED displays. You can see the front screen here was held in place with 2 small bits of glue. The speakers, they were screwed with these crappy things, but they are all glued also, well glued. I will not bother removing them. 8 ohm, 1.5 watts UPS. Well, your UPS makes speakers, by the way. So this may be a path I can retrieve. The LED display on LEDs here. You can see, as always, the components with a very nicely, very careful implantation of components. This is the main clock display. I will open it open. Excuse me, I will crack it open. Try to. Because I believe, yes, you can see it is PCB mount LEDs. Directly on the PCB you have LEDs and there is a mask forming doing the shapes. Yeah, it is a very cheap design. I did already see it into a fridge display controller, a fridge control panel. This kind of design. It is really cheap for big mass manufacturing. Okay, this was the foam dampening the lower frequencies of the loudspeaker. Very crappy thing. It is incredible. CD-ROM, CD door with this thing on it. Yes. It is just scary the level of crap it is. I did already see bad things, but this is one of the worst I have ever seen. Look at this crap, seriously. I don't think there is anything worth salvaging of this PCB. I'll just take the magnet wire for scrapyard, it's all. Really, it is really piece of junk. Look at that, seriously. No doubt it was made in China in a very cheap factory. Okay, so it is all for the crap. Everything will go to the, it's maybe this, but this, but all the other parts will go to the junk pile now. Thanks for watching, bye bye.